The letter H.
All right, I suppose. That's the only way I can do this. Test. Testing. 1, 2, F, my God. All right, everybody, welcome to TiBBzTV. My name is Johnny, and today we're going to do a short stream. I have no guarantee this is going to work because my phone is doing something funky, as it is always. I have no guarantee this. Okay, it's working. You can hear it on the replay. All right. Okay. Cool. We know that it's working. I am so sorry, everybody. So we're going to talk about a few things tonight. I have to rename this later. I also am not going to monetize this stream because apparently when you monetize videos from your phone streams, they glitch really hard. And when I say they glitch really hard, I mean they literally like have this weird shattered dimensions kind of effect going on. I don't know how to explain it. And it kicks you as the stream starts, like right when it's loading in. What in the heck was that? Anyway, as the raptor in the background is growling or something. I don't know what that was. But what was I going to say? Yeah, as the stream starts, it likes to kick me. And I'm thinking it's because it's monetized. I don't think it's something that I wrote in the title or whatever else. But anyway, as it starts, it kicks me and then it keeps going, but with no audio. Like it disables my phone microphone for some reason. So I figure if we do these phone streams, I just won't monetize them. It's not like it really oh God, my hiccups. Anyway, that was an exaggeration, obviously. But the money doesn't mean that much, you know? Not that I really get that much anyway. So I'm spending, my time with lady friend. She's out for a while, so I get the couch to myself. And I figured, why not do a stream? So we all get to chat, say hello, talk about some stuff. I had a list of things that I wanted to talk about. Game Pass was lowered, so I figured I'd share my thoughts on that. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, Angel, how you doing, man? So I figured we talk about Game Pass being lowered because that's kind of my alley. And then Call of Duty has some things they were decided upon with Game Pass as well. Things that I think were actually a very good decision. So I want to talk about that for a minute, share my opinions, whatever. Maybe I'll turn this into a clip later on. I don't know. As my hiccups kick in, I also figured I'd talk about my day. This is planned to be a short stream, so no more than an hour tops, unless I really get talking. I also might talk about the hilarity of the universe throwing me curveballs when I try to stream, because I've noticed that it's like, okay, we'll start off with that one because it's funny, but it's also like the struggles of being a streamer, given the situation I've had, right? So I'm going to try to catch up with comments as we go, too. Hoping to lower Game Pass prices. Drink some water really fast for hiccups. I actually have Coca-Cola right here. I'm back to that. I have water. I just don't know how many she has, so I don't want to take all of them. The struggles of being a streamer or trying to stream on the go, as I've tried to do, and I have been trying. Oh, by the way, the last 2 weeks of running all over town and biking and all that have really worn out my feet. So today is just going to be a chill night. I'm not going to go out to a park or whatever like I usually do. I was lazy all day. After 2 weeks of nonstop exercise, guys, I'm sorry. I decided to not do anything today. But anyway, the problem with being an on-the-go streamer or trying to stream outdoors all the time, because I'm trying to get my exercise, get myself in shape. I want to look good for when we get this thing really going, because cameras on streams might be a thing, I want to get that green screen back up. But it's either raining, snowing, high wind, low temperatures. There's always something. And I've noticed that it's always these things that are very odd. Like you can't really plan for them. For example, my phone likes to have glitches now, where if I try to pull up anything with monetization on, which really, you guys don't need ads, right? Let's be consumer friendly here, right? I'm cool with that. But if I want to turn on ads, though, if I wanted to, it makes the stream cut out as I'm starting it, so there's no mic the entire stream, which is ridiculous. So I'm hoping YouTube figures that out, because I don't know if it's the monetization that's causing it or if it's something else. YouTube, if you're listening, by like some hand of God that they are, hopefully they fix that. Hey, everybody. How you guys all doing? I'm seeing some new faces in here. Hope you're all well. Hey, Nivi. Dad loves Jesus. How you doing, man? So, Game Pass. I was watching some YouTube earlier. I got some intel on what Game Pass is looking like. I love what Asha Sharma is doing. She's also hot. Like, I can say that. I'm a guy. I'm a bachelor pretty much for the moment. I don't know what's happened with me and lady friend. I mean, we're not fighting or anything. I just don't know if that's what this is. Like, if it looks like we're just really good friends, I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm still allowed to look, right? Asha Sharma's hot, but she's got all the right mindset. So Game Pass, she's knocking down the price. The price that I heard is ballpark about $23, like $22.99 for Ultimate, which is really good. It's not quite $20. You know what I mean? Like originally, before like a year ago, before this stupid price hike, it was 21 after taxes, I guess. And $21 isn't bad. I guess 22.99 isn't that bad either in all retrospect. Like I understand they want to make more money, but I mean it's better than $30. $30 is ridiculous. What's up, D Chat? How you doing, bro? Just so you know, D Chat, everyone in the chat's cool, so nothing to worry about. Um oh yeah, D Chat is one of our moderators. It's been here for a long time, so everybody can get to meet D Chat finally. But yeah, the Game Pass is going to be $22.99. I didn't see when it would be, but apparently it's going to be soon. And I think this is a really good thing because it's like a happy medium. It's not like $30 is really pushing it. I love Xbox. I always have. Buying games has always been a pain. Now that I have a lot more affordability, I might not need Game Pass at the same time. But like, if you want to have a lot of extra stuff on the fly, it's not that bad a deal actually. So I might do it just because. Although I want to get back into owning discs again. So like, really, it might not serve me any purpose. But for people that have a budget problem, you know, like the economy in America is terrible right now. This was a very good consumer friendly move, and I like it personally. The other thing that's going on is with Call of Duty. Now, remember that they're lowering Game Pass. I've heard nothing about Fortnite being included still or taken away. So I'm gonna look into this and see if Fortnite Battle Pass is still included. I have my doubts because, to be honest, you should really have it on the side as its own thing anyway. But they are removing Call of Duty Day One, which is crazy because they did say the following holiday season, so like a year after it comes out, it will be on the Game Pass even still though. Which honestly, I don't know why they didn't do that to begin with. Let's see. Angel Lopez says, "Hi, how you doing, bro?" Yeah, that's actually awkward. I felt. Which one? The you get Fortnite Crew with it. Yeah, I didn't like Fortnite Crew. I don't like Fortnite Crew at all because you actually save money by just doing the battle pass. Like I usually get all three. I've noticed just for playing the battle pass. I'll have to go look at my Fortnite and explain how it's done. But I pay for battle pass is like 1,000 V-bucks or something like that if and when I do it. And I mean, if the season's good, we do it on this channel. You know, I just don't have the other videos up because I make sure I didn't say anything naughty. I used to use a lot of slurs. I mean, you see a kid in there, like just he shoots you in the head and kills you. Like you start dropping words you shouldn't use. But whatever, you know, like it's YouTube, right? I had my PewDiePie moment on the bridge, but anyway, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the Fortnite Battle Pass though. Let's see. It's my birthday and I'm 12. Happy birthday, man. Let's see. It's 800 now. You only get 800 V-bucks from it. It's 800 now. Uh, it's better. It's cheaper. But if you only get 800 out of it, it's like, okay, so let me make sure I'm understanding, just in case I misunderstand. It's 800 to pay for it and 800 back? Because if that's the case, well, you get less out of it. I mean, that's a win and a loss at the same time. But yeah, Call of Duty is not day one. Honestly, Call of Duty is garbage. But also, I think it was the stupidest thing that they've ever done. When they put in Call of Duty on a battle pass or Game Pass, I felt like that was really bad because Call of Duty has always been a title you pay for, and that's what motivated them to do a good job. So when they put it on Game Pass and it became a freebie thing, they started making it slop up, which I didn't like that, you know. But also, it's like I'd rather you charge me 60 to 70 bucks for Call of Duty, knowing you'll be better than we get it for free through Game Pass. So you do like a garbage job at it. And I don't think they should have ever put it day one. Like it's just not a title that needs that. It does better when you charge for it for some reason. Like I guess the money is a motivator, I suppose. But hearing they took it off day one is actually really good news because I feel like that is going to take it back to the days before where they used to put some effort into it. You know, like Vanguard was like the low tier, like it was the low point of Call of Duty being something you'd buy. But most of the other ones were pretty good. Like I loved Cold War. I thought World War II was like something different. Like it felt like a cinematic movie, but at the same time, a really good campaign. We gotta play that again, like hands down. Um, I also really loved what was it? The one before, not Modern Warfare 2. I hated Modern Warfare 3. That's when it started to go downhill. Isn't that when it went on Game Pass? I feel like that's when it was on Game Pass. God, that actually is crazy because when it went on Game Pass, it was right after Modern Warfare 2 2022, right? And then you had Modern Warfare 3, which was DLC pretty much for the other one, and it was just horrible. Then you had Black Ops 6, which wasn't that bad, but we could have done without that personally. And then Black Ops 7, which I still to this day didn't pay for it because it was free on Game Pass, right? And I still somehow deep down inside want my money back. I want my 7 hours of life back, man. That was horrible. Like yeah, I think that it's really good they took it off day one. And putting on the year after actually is a good strategic move. I think Asha Sharma has more common sense. Um, that's all I know about Game Pass right now. Like I said, I watched a YouTube video, I think maybe two tops. I don't know if Angry Joe Show really counts because it's more opinions and not a lot of facts around it, but they just cover the basics. But I do want to find out more, and I want to know what's really included, what's not included. I might even test it out when it officially hits. It's not bad. It's just low graphics. You got to play I Am Bread. I played that way back at one point, and that was actually a lot of fun. I Am Bread is such a stupid game, but it's such a good game. It's like Surgeon Simulator is the same kind of vibe. It's a really good game, but it's also a really stupid game. It's Surgeon Simulator. It's like your hands got hit with the anesthetic, and you're just terrible at doing surgery. We got to do those too for the channel for sure. Hey, dude, how you been doing? Had a really rough living situation, find a place yet? I'm moving in with a friend of mine who is an absolute amazing person. And you know what? I think things are going to be all right. Um, let's see. What else was going on in the gaming news? Oh, yeah, I heard Halo. So I know that this wasn't on my itinerary, but I still want to talk about it. So Halo apparently has some really stupid stuff going on behind the scenes, and the new campaign Evolved is going to be crap. I cannot tell you guys how happy I am to hear this. See, I love Xbox. I've always been an Xbox fanboy at heart. And I know fanboy is not a word people want to use themselves these days, but I am, okay? I love Xbox. My favorite console. It has always been the peak of my gaming experience. I love PlayStation as well, but it's a different kind of love. Like, when I play Xbox, that's my solo console. That's just me and gaming. Nobody else. PlayStation's all my online stuff. So if I want to deal with all the people of the world, which often sucks, every enemy I've ever had, by the way, PlayStation, you know? Different levels of appreciation. Xbox will always be where my heart is. And I forgot where my point was going with this. Anyway, Halo is obviously the definition of Xbox, right? And they came out with this thing that's basically like an upgraded Unreal Engine 5 version of it, right? Called Halo Campaign Evolved, which is obviously a cash grab of, Combat Evolved. I heard it's coming to PlayStation 5. And as you can imagine, I am super, super salty about that. I don't really like Halo. I love Xbox. To let PlayStation have anything, they can have Gears of War. I wasn't a big fan of Gears of War. I don't know. Something about Gears of War just never really clicked with me. And Halo, it was only the first couple games that I liked. Everything after that was like, blah, 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 you know? But I heard that it's coming to PS5. I'm like, no, Phil Spencer, you betraying, backstabbing. I'm working on that profanity, guys, like we talked about, right? So I heard it was coming to PlayStation 5, and I was very not happy about this. But then I heard this recent news. Now, I'm bummed that there's infighting and horrible things going on at the studio that makes it. That's never good, and I hope they get their crap together. But I'm happy to hear that it's not doing well as a game, because F PlayStation. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be toxic. I really shouldn't be. But I'm glad that if it's ever going to come to PlayStation, it'll be broken day one. Because, PlayStation does not deserve the definition of Xbox on their console. Which I guess we could do a segue into the next topic here. But anyway, I still really do hope it does well. I just hope it does well on Xbox. Makes sense? You know what I mean? Like, if it does well, I hope it does well on the Xbox Series X. I hope it's broken on PS5 because of those people. But anyway, the first Halo was good. Oh, the first Halo was amazing. I was a kid when I first played it. I was at a friend's house. I'm gonna only drop a first name, okay? But the rest of it is gonna be lost to the annals of history. Growing up, I had this friend named Joey, and he, much like me, had autism. And so we hung out, and it was because of Joey that I was introduced to Xbox. That was the entire introduction, by the way. And then the game that he had was the OG Halo, like the Halo from back in the day, not the upgrades or anything like that, right? And I fell in love with it. Something about going through the locker rooms of the actual ship and all that, fighting the alien enemies, and have that one gun with the pink crystals on it and stuff. The perfect game, especially back at the time. It was really amazing, and it still holds up really well today. And it was something that kind of, I don't know, kickstarted my love for the console. Years down the line, Fallout 3 and New Vegas were only on, that console for current day. Because when I came back to gaming officially, I came back through Xbox One and PS4. And Fallout 3 is like one of the greatest games of all time. Like if Bethesda had a golden era, it was Fallout 3 and Skyrim. But it was New Vegas. That game changed my life. I fell in love with games. I spent all my time playing them and spending time exploring those worlds and, I don't know, how do you put it? Like wanting to become part of that experience. And then after a while, I wanted to become a YouTuber. And that primarily was my love of the people who played Fallout New Vegas. So Toby Turner, there's a few others, but mainly him. And it's really Xbox's fault that I'm even here right now, if you think about it. So it's been an experience. But let's see, got some more comments here. Good job on that. I appreciate you guys. So, yeah, Halo is having some issues at the studio. I don't know. I heard harassment in the workplace and other things that were just of a toxic environment. And that sucks. I've heard in the past of other developers having this issue. If I sound like I have a sore throat or something wrong with my voice, it's because I do. I'm coming down from a really bad illness, and I am imagining it's because I was outside in the weather that I was in. I'm getting better, though, just so you guys understand. The sore throat thing or whatever you're hearing, it's going to go away over time. It's a couple days, and I'll probably be fine. Let's see. What else on my itinerary? Let's see. Halo, Game Pass. I don't know what they're doing with the Fallout 3 remaster. I've heard very little of it. Apparently, it does exist. If it happens, we'll have to play it. We'll drop everything. But that's kind of in the works of people talking about that too. But I don't think there's enough for us to really have a whole segment on it. I missed Crimson Desert. I'm a little bit bummed by that because it looks like it would have been my kind of game. But at the same time, like I hear it's pretty bland. Pragmata came out, I think, today. I don't know when I'll get to that one, but I hear it's pretty okay. that was the way it was worded. It's pretty okay. I don't know what to do with that. I'm really hyped for the James Bond game coming out. One of the first games I ever played was James Bond 007 The World's Not Enough. And First Light being done by the people who did Hitman is awesome. And let's see. I think that's it as far as things I've actually been looking into for gaming wise stuff. I have been doing some stuff on my end. Today was a day. It wasn't overly stressful. I didn't spend all night running around. You got to play Resident Evil 9. Oh, hands down. I'm going to have the ability to buy it at the beginning of the month, but I don't know if I'll be able to play it at the beginning of the month. We're still kind of just getting things ready. Remember, I got to have my own room, right? I don't know why she keeps the door locked. So I'm around like, what are you hiding from me? She's like, I want to be nice. I'm like, okay, all right. So, I think she's teaching me patience, one thing I have no skills at. But let's see. Resident Evil Requiem looks really good. I'm going to have to play it. Like, I really, 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 really want to. We did the first 4 Resident Evils. They are still up on my channel if you guys want to go watch them in the meantime. But I still have to do 5. I've never played 6. I've never played 7. I have played 8, but not on the channel. I have to do a playthrough for that. And we definitely have to Resident Evil 9. We might just jump right to 9 and then do the rest later. Because I'm so behind. Lesson in life, guys. Don't let people distract you from the things you want to achieve, okay? Learn from my mistakes. But we have to play it. We also have to play, and I'm really going to hate myself for this later, we have to play Alien Isolation at some point. Apparently, I don't have a lot to talk about on this, but I know of it because there's a short video from the early days of this channel where I found the information. It is confirmed. Alien Isolation 2 is in development. And I can't have 2 of those have to be. I can't do 2 of those when I'm 90. That's going to suck. That's a 28-hour game. So, yeah, we should just get it out of the way in the near future. I'm going to hate myself for this tomorrow. I'm going to hate myself more in a few months. October 2026. That's what we're doing for Halloween. What the fuck did I just do? Hold me to it, guys. All right. Let's see. The toe tingler. No alien isolation. Have brown stains. I'm not ready for alien isolation. Hey, Christopher, how you doing, man? Hey, sorry about a while back. I didn't know what was going on, but hope you're doing well. Let's see. Rick Arco says, "Huh? How you doing, man?" Let's see. That's be so fun. I haven't played it yet, but it looks like a toe tingler. I don't know what to do with that. We're gonna do Resident Evil 9. I don't know right away or not, but we're gonna do it in the near future. I got to get my stuff set up. I'm trying to be back on YouTube officially by May 10th. That is the 10-year anniversary of TiBBzTV being on the internet. I know it may not say TiBBzTV anymore. We're going through a rebrand, but that's how long I've been doing YouTube, basically. We got to do Silent Hill 2 because I paid for that game. I've been hyped for it since it came out. That's the whole reason I bought PlayStation 5. We have to do it. And then we have to do Alien Isolation because apparently if I wait too long, I'll have 2 of those to deal with. And that will suck. So, lots of things we definitely have to play. Silent Hill is awesome. I had an emulator where I was trying to play the first one, and the emulator broke after the church mission, I want to say. So I didn't get to finish it. But I found a more up-to-date version, so we can actually go finish it finally. We're going to have to start all over again, but still. Sorry. Need a big drink there. So today, I ran a few errands. I decided to check out some things. You got to do a Silent Hill 2 remake. Well, that would be the one in question, too, because that's the one I just bought. It's the whole reason I bought a PlayStation 5, and I'm really, really hyped to do it. Give me one second, guys. I got blow my nose. I have allergies right now. You guys didn't hear anything. But I did go out, and I did some scouting, is the way I want to word it. I am proud to announce that I want to say by summer of 2026, for the first time in all my years of YouTube, I will be officially bringing the Nintendo Switch games to our channel for playthroughs, and any game I can get on that console. I've never had the ability to do so before, and people have asked in the past, new Nintendo. We'll be able to. I found some pretty decent prices. I have some people I'm working with to make that happen. Nintendo Switch coming to my channel 2026 summer is what I'm really kind of aiming for. I also will be bringing the VR back from earlier last year. All I have right now is Hitman. All I have is Hitman VR, but I'm sure we can find other things to do as well. And there was something else. I don't think the Steam Deck is really anything to announce here, but I do want to get one of those too in the near future because I have one I can work with. So, are you going to have a place to play games soon? I have a place to play games now because if you listen in the background, it's Lady Friend's big TV. I don't know where she put her remote though. I mean, I could do it right now. I just have to go dig through my stuff to go to the capture card and stuff. So, I could do it right now. I had a very strenuous 2 weeks of exercise and running all over the place, and I am just taking a relaxed night. This is going to be an easy, short stream, do some talking about some game stuff, some things I'm hyped for. I am bringing movie reviews to the channel. I've watched Anaconda 2025. I also watched, what did we watch last night? I watched Kraven the Hunter with Winter. And I liked Kraven the Hunter. I thought that movie was going to be garbage because, the Sony movies are. Morbius wasn't really that bad, though. They're like, here, I'm going to do a pseudo review for you guys, okay? Hold on, we got something here. The DLC for Cyberpunk looks awesome. Oh, yeah, hands down. We're going to be doing, let me just take care of this real quick. Okay. Yeah, we did do Cyberpunk on my last channel, which is only not here because of things we don't need to get into. But the point is, I've never been banned, so I'm safe, right? But I did do Cyberpunk in the past. It was a lot of fun. I have never done Phantom Liberty for a channel. We really should. So hands down, we definitely will have to. Let's see. Steam Deck, Steam Frame, and Steam Machine, all things that I'm so curious about. We'll have to do it for the channel because I would love to give you guys a visual at this point. I mean, that would be good for viewers. I've always liked the idea if I buy something, you guys can see the product is worth your money. Let's see. Oh, there's a replay on the okay. Let's see. The new Chucky is coming out, by the way. Ooh, I'll have to watch that. Supporter of Steam and anything compatible with Linux. I don't know if there's any way I could access Linux, but I could find out because I have a budget I can work with. Baz, it is cool too. I do not know. I do not know what Baz it is. Let's see, Cyberpunk is actually good. That's what's up. That's what's up. Buy high, sell low, I suppose. So my general plan here is I'm going to be bringing movie reviews to the channel. I don't know if I want to do them as short videos or whatever. I want to try to give you guys different quality content. Oh, no problem, man. What's the most depraved game you've ever played in your entire life? Outlast, Whistleblower. That was the one that comes to mind. That one was horrible. Like on every level, as far as depravity. I was gonna do Manhunt, but then I was like, this is not friendly for YouTube. The opening scenes of Manhunt were too much. I really wanted to because I've always wanted to play Manhunt 1 and 2. So I figured I'd start with 2, right? Because that was the one that's harder to get a hold of. And that one was horrible. Like, I mean, it's not a bad game, very playable actually. It's just the on-screen. I mean, how do I explain without it becoming something gross? Outlast is so bad. Yeah, I had to smoke weed to be able to handle Outlast. And Whistleblower. Okay, let me give you an example of both. But let's read this first. Baz is basically SteamOS, but it's more open source. Oh, that'd be awesome. The context is bad. I'm gonna try to do this PG. So in Outlast Whistleblower, which was I will tell you right now, Whistleblower was far more graphic than Outlast 1 or Outlast OG, I guess. I have not played Outlast 2. We'll do it this October. Fuck it, we'll do it. But anyway, I regret that. I swear to God, this October's gonna suck. But anyway, but Outlast Whistleblower, there's a guy who stalks you, and he wants to turn you, a man, into his bride through buzzsaw-based surgery. So obviously, that game is a bit much. And the opening scene of Manhunt 2, for example, you're learning stealth mechanics. You gotta get past 3 cells. Each guy throws different bodily fluids and waste at you if you get caught. It's pretty not okay for YouTube. So we will likely, if I ever do, okay, I have a solution for those kinds of games so that we can still do them for the channel. But streaming them is a hell no, okay? Like Outlast is fine for the most part, right? But Manhunt 2, GTA's main story has some issues, unfortunately. I pre-record it. And then I just blur things out or do a censor bar. That is a much easier way to go about it. And that's probably how we'll do it. Let's see. Let's see. My safe word is banana bits. Oh, yeah? I have no idea. WoW is really fun. You mean World of Warcraft? I have not ever played that. I really should, too. Let's see. The final boss of Manhunt 1 was Whoa. Pigsy. I have never finished Manhunt, by the way, but I do know of what you're talking about. It's the Pigsy with the giant body part, I guess way to put it. He had that giant chainsaw. I don't know what the games back then were different, clearly, but I've never done Manhunt. I know that in the new version they censored that. Thank goodness, it'll make it easy for YouTube, right? But I don't know if we're gonna do Manhunt for the channel. Like the first game, I could probably do. The second game, I cannot stream that. There's just no way. There's a few games that I know I will be able to stream, and a few games I know I will not be able to stream. Manhunt 2, I will not be able to stream. I looked into it. It gets worse as you go. It's like Leisure Suit Larry. We're never doing that. There's just no way. As funny as it would be, you know. But anyway, that dude gave me nightmares. Yeah, it was a pretty I don't know, maybe it was shock value. Like I understand that people back in the 90s did not want their kids having access to stuff. There's a good reason for that. But like, geez, man, there was some things that Rockstar. I mean, I'm not saying it's immature. Let's start there, right? But the problem is that, and look, I'm not saying they should censor it by no means. I think there should be stronger restrictions on people having access to buy these for whoever might get hold of them later. I played the original on PC. I didn't know there was a censored version. I think the censored one came out recently. Let's see. Why did you guys block blankety blankety blank? Because the name is reminiscent of a person who caused a lot of drama and I don't feel like dealing with it anymore. I swore I would chop it all out. Now, if he's a friendly and you can vouch for him and he remains friendly, I can unban, but he cannot do what that other guy was actually doing. Like if he's a mockery of the other guy, it's fine. And I'll trust you because someone vouched for you already. Okay. But as long as he doesn't bring no drama, you know, because that name, oh boy, I don't want to deal with that, you know. But anyway, he's just a fan of theirs, not here to mess around. All right, then I'll go and unblock. I'll give him a shot because you vouched for him. Let's see. I don't know where. Hold up. There you go. I got to scroll a bit. Give me a moment. Hopefully it's not too far up. Give me a moment here. All right. I'm going to unban him. As long as he's not doing what the other guy was doing, the actual guy, then we should be fine. I know that there's like mock channels that are fan channels or whatever. I just don't want to deal with the drama. That's all I ask, you know. How was your day, by the way? Oh, yeah. So I went out. I did some scouting. I found a PSVR 2 that I'll have in the near future, like the very near future. So PSVR 2 will be making a comeback. Again, we only have Hitman VR, but Hitman VR, they added Freelancer to it. I will have endless hours of fun there. They also found a Nintendo Switch, which I think would be totally worth it for the channel because we can play all the Nintendo Switch stuff. I was gonna get Switch 2, but they're about the same, like game wise. So why not just go with the older one? Plus, the older one didn't screw you if you tried to get certain games and stuff. Yeah, you're good, bro. Just keep it chill. And sorry, but if I did. I'm just trying to keep all the negativity out. And your name was like, oh no, red flag, But the other guy says you're cool, so my apologies. We have like a defense thing here where we just don't want to let the other people ruin it. I've been covering that stuff for too long. So, yeah, I did some scouting, found some pretty chill, cool things we could use for the channel. I was thinking about Steam Deck, but I don't really know what the point would be, considering I have a new gaming PC because Lady Friend got it for me, right? I guess I don't. Am I just stupid? Like, is she stealing me for a reason? When you like someone's flirting or being nice to you for a certain reason, and you're too blind to see it. That might be what's going on, but I'm not sure. I'm not convinced yet. But she bought me this brand new gaming PC. You can play any modern game. Any modern game. So I'm like, damn. But then it kind of null and voids the need for a Steam Deck, Let's see. Yeah, I'm cool. Well, there you go, man. It's like finding $1 on the floor, just better. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. So I'm not sure about the Steam Deck. I'm thinking about it, okay? But I do know that I have emulators. Jesus Christ. That scared the hell out of me. So I know that I have the emulators. So PS1, PS2, PS3, Game Boy Advance, the older classic stuff. We can definitely have all that to work with now. And then Nintendo Switch, I'm going to grab one of those. I'm going to grab the PSVR. And then when we start doing stuff for the channel, we'll have plenty of things to work with. I think that would be, nice to have a little arsenal of things to do, That way if I ever get bored. I thought you said he was no longer homeless. So why is he camming up? Not camming up like usual. Because I just don't really want to right now. I figure, well, yeah, it is basically about privacy. Because so when I live in a place, doesn't matter where it is, I like to have the green screen. Because doxing has been an issue in the past. And also, I know that though I live with Lady Friend now, and that's what I call her for her privacy, it's better to not show off her place because it's her little space. And I don't have permission to have the camera up. She knows that I stream and she doesn't care if it's like this. I know she doesn't care like this. But if I were to pull down the tab and show it all off, that would be disrespectful. And she's somebody that I really do value. And it's like the one thing, it's like the only thing she's asked. So, I figure it's just out of respect more than anything else. But there will be a point where I'll have the cameras back up. I just figure I've always done with green screen, So if I had something to hang behind me, and right now I'm not going to rearrange her whole living room just to do that. That's not my place. I don't want to be invasive like that. It's not cool, So for now, this is just how we're going to do it. Like I said, give it a few weeks tops. I'm not really sure what she's aiming for, but she said she wants to make it look nice before she goes. Let's be going there, because I guess I don't know. Like, so one thing I don't get is like I can't even look at in the meantime. Like, no, I'm like, all right, but the plan is that we'll have a green screen so that I can hang it behind me so that we can cam up. But I hope that explains. Like I'm trying to keep it discreet. Because, I don't want to spoil the ending, But Metro 2039 is coming out. Yeah, I saw the trailer and that shit is gonna be absolutely amazing when it does come out. I have not finished Exodus. I did play the first half of it. I loved it, but the problem was that I did not have time wasn't on my side at the time. That's the best way to put it. And then the first two games, I just never got into. I don't understand that one myself. I didn't like the first two games, the way they looked, the way they played. It's like Wolfenstein, though. Like, I played Wolfenstein in the beginning, and I hated it. But then I played it later, and I adored it. Like, I loved Wolfenstein now. I'm hoping they do Wolfenstein 3. And it was also the same way with Dishonored. The first time I played Dishonored, I was like, what a terrible game. And then I played it later. I'm like, this game's awesome, So I should go back and play them. And I'll probably love them. It's all depending on what year it is and what's going on in my life. Don't fix it if it isn't broke. I beat the first two. There's no story in those, so you can skip them. Really? There's no story in Metro 1 and 2? Well, that saves me a lot of hassle. I know that Exodus is pretty fun though. Like that game's got a lot of cool stuff in it. It does get chaotic in the middle of it. Like okay, so there was this one part where you're trapped in like a sandstorm or something in a valley, I think it was, and there's all these enemy creature looking things coming around you from all sides. It was a very effed up game, but like also great in the same time. So I'm hoping I can go back and finish it. I don't know what console that was on though. I think it was on Xbox. Let's see. Exodus is a whole new main character, lol. Oh yeah, that'll make it even easier. See, it's not that I don't want to. I'm not looking for an easy way out. I still would like to play them at some point, but that new game, I want to get straight into that. And I'm hoping you don't like. Do you need to know the story of Exodus or the ones before it? You know, that's always been my kind of thing. Is I want to know the story. It's like if you just jump in the middle of it, you don't know what the hell's going on. It's like the worst thing, right? It's like I just showed up. I have no idea what's going on here. I feel like that is a problem with Black Ops too. Ow. Hold on. Clipping my nails as I do this because my toenails all messed up. But yeah, that game looks really, really, really good. Obviously, GTA 6 is coming out this year, and we're dropping everything to play that. Hopefully, it's not something super. If there's no nudity and no actual SEX, we should be fine. The rest of it's usually dismissed by YouTube. God, online for that would be nuts. But yeah, we got some pretty good games coming out this year, I've noticed. I heard the Batman Lego games could be nuts because they probably build your own Batcave. I'm not sure how that would work, but apparently there's gameplay out. There was another game somewhere. Not remembering what it was. Let's see. It's on Xbox, PC if you want to play it, whatever. Lore. I recommend playing Exodus before 2039 because it starts the story on how the main character gets his wife. Fable is coming out in fall. You got to play it. I completely forgot about Fable. I wanted to do Fable last year, but life had other plans, unfortunately, as you guys all might guess. But we really should do Fable 1, 2, and 3 just for sick kicks. Because I say sick kicks. Okay, let me explain. I say sick kicks because I know that Fable as a franchise is a messed up game. It's a truly, truly psychotic game. So, I feel like we should definitely do that. Let's see. Please, it'll be a good time to test it out. Well, I definitely have to. Exodus has like one nudity scene. If we can pinpoint where it is, I can shut off the capture card during it. That is the only way I can actually do it, is if people have an idea of where in the game it is, I can blur it just in time. Because there are people who like to report my content, and if it's in there, it becomes an issue. Although, what kind of nudity are we talking about? Because Wolfenstein has quote-unquote nudity, and it's not of the problematic variety. It's all about how much they show what they're doing, pretty much. But yeah, we might be able to get away with it depending on what it is. It's on the train to the end of the snow area. At the beginning? Oh yeah, that's not that bad. I think we should be fine on that one if that's the case. Let's say it's pretty much just noises. Oh yeah, then we're gonna be fine. If it's just noises, then see, if someone were to report my content, and they love to do that during live streams, I've noticed. And it's so with YouTube, I'm trying to keep this PG because I know that a lot of my audience right now are people who play video games of a younger variety. And as much as I usually have an issue with that because of the way people have been behaving in the past, other people that are not here right now, obviously. I know it's all about how you present yourself and how you keep it appropriate, right? And plus, it's more of an audience with gaming if you keep it PG anyway, so it works, right? But when it comes to YouTube, if there's no on-screen visual person-to-person activity, let's put it that way, then we should be fine. If it's just noises or someone standing, those things usually are not an issue. But if there's something on screen that's showing, there's no PG way to do this. Point is, if it's not super obvious what's going on and they're just throwing your face, usually that's when it becomes an issue, So I'm sure I could probably look it up online. Hey, I forgot what it's called, where you can type in a game or a movie and ask, is this subject matter in this? And when is it? So I can avoid it, stuff like that. I know those things exist. Let's see. Ever played Tomb Raider? It has never been something I played. I'm sitting here. It's not that it's been a long time. I've just never played it. I really should, because they have the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6 trilogy collections now, which are totally worth the money. But I have never played it, and I feel like a douche because there was Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Legend of the Tomb Raider, which were amazing games. Let's see. Tomb Raider's the best. Let's see. You can watch Corey Kenshin take inspo for videos bleeping out cussing. I'm going to have to because it's the one thing I'm bad at. Tells you what parents' point of view. Let's see. I may have missed a comment. Definitely have to do that, though. Corey Kenshin has a pretty interesting way of doing it because when he does it, they describe him as the most advertiser-friendly YouTuber of all time. Like, no matter what is going on, no matter what game he's playing, there's nothing offensive. And it's an offensive game sometimes, you know? Like, he knows what he's doing. I respect that guy. So dang peak. Shadow Tomb Raider is my personal favorite. I'll have to play, though, and I have it on Xbox. I just never did it. And I feel like I missed out, but I limited myself intentionally because for the longest time, I was dealing with stressful people. So I play the easiest or most chill games so I could somehow focus on both. I don't know why I was wasting my time with those people. It's like, I had a weird epiphany yesterday after the last stream. It is no longer up and it's not going back up, by the way. It's not coming back up ever again. I'm just done with it. Because I don't feel like talking about that stuff no more. But after that stream was over, I had this weird epiphany. I think I want to move on, you know? And today I kind of did that. I removed, like, I want to say 98% of all of the quote unquote negative videos. I don't know if I'm going to port them or if I'm just going to say F it and just put them somewhere and forget it. I don't really know yet. But I do know that I just was done, you know? And then I look back on it. I look back on my day, the way things are going. I think I made the right choice, which was weird because I didn't think it'd be that easy. Corey Kenshin is so good. He's awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys were glazing him in my chats. No, I'm giving you guys a hard time. He is a really good YouTuber. Like him, Moist Critical. Who else do I really like? Markiplier is pretty good. I don't know. Markiplier is different nowadays, though. Let's see. DHS says, why I'll say so much. Things are very different here. They've been even a week ago. It's crazy to me that there's so much, you know, good in the chats. You know what I mean? LOL, sorry. No, you're good, man. You're good. Red Dead Redemption 2 series. That is the one thing I need to do. I have been dropping the ball on that for like about 3 years now. We did 2 attempts to start the series, but then, you know, distractions got in the way of the not great variety. We need to finish it though, because like if we don't actually do a full Red Dead series, it's like the greatest story game pretty much of all time. Like no one's done it to that level. And it's Rockstar. You know, they're about to put out GTA 6. We need to finish a GTA 5 playthrough for the story mode because I'm not doing... Look, guys. I'm going to bring it down a notch here. This might be a negative aspect, okay? I'm not doing GTA Online. I have pulled up the numbers on my Xbox. I'm going to do it right now while we're live, okay? My games and apps. See all. It is installed, by the way. I scroll here. I go to manage. No, wait, not manage. I'm a dumbass. I go to official club. I go to progress. And then I go to stats. And the number I'm going to tell you is insane. Overall, of all the years I've been playing since 2013, I've accumulated $48,032,402 in GTA Online. I repeat, that is over $48 million. The time I played in it is 35 days of solid playtime. That is 800 plus hours. I know PlayStation 5 is 10 times that on both of those. We're not doing a GTA Online series ever again. When GTA 6 comes out and they do it online, yeah, we'll get freaking nuts, okay? But we gotta do a GTA 5 story series regardless. And we have to do Red Dead Redemption 2 series regardless before the launch of GTA 6. We're going to do it. That is a promise. I mean it. And we're going to finish it this time. They've been very different for a month or two. Truly is the end of an era. Why don't you, Halsey, just try to keep your main channel safe? We like peace. 3 years. Yeah, 3 years is nuts. Well, right now I'm planning to take down TiBBzTV archives, and the skit channel is going to remain because the skits are... I had fun making the Our House videos, and I think that they should remain where they are. For now, at least, right? But I'm not too worried about the rest of it. I might take them both down just because I don't see a whole lot of issue of moving them somewhere else where they could just truly be on their own. But I think that I do want to kind of wind it down to just one YouTube channel. I got like 3 or 4 of them right now. Let's see. Because people could see where you live. They go to channel and see scary stuff. That's off-putting. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of the reason I wanted to walk away from all of it is because I'm talking to brick walls. I could sit here and try to tell people common sense or logic or, you know, give them an explanation, but they're never going to hear it or care what I'm saying. So I'm talking to a wall, and that's just, and then other people will see it and they're like, you know. So, you know, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to quote Jacksepticeye because he is one of the greats after all. ignore the trolls, and you guys will always do great on YouTube. Anyone can do this. Just gotta ignore those people. They ain't worth your time, you know. GTA 6 is gonna get us banned. Repeat that. I don't know what part of repeating is. It's been a minute. Run it back. That's insane. I love RDR. Let's see. Yeah, thank you for banning that person. That was people looking for attention the wrong way. I think we should be fine with GTA 6. The reason why GTA 5 got us in trouble is because when Trevor was having a good time with that crack addict in the trailer, obviously that would come off as potentially violating YouTube's rules. But gaming has changed since 2013, and it's a lot more tame with things of a I'm just gonna say, of a sexual variety. Games are way more tame than they used to be. So I don't see us having the issue. I do think we could probably risk it. Everyone else on YouTube will be doing it. So if I get banned, everyone gets banned. I mean, that would make sense, right? So we should be fine. Unless everyone on YouTube's gonna lose their channels. I don't see that happening. I just don't. You know, there's a limit. I don't know if there's nudity in the game, but from what I hear, they say there is. There often isn't. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, there's like none, but it's on there for some reason. So we should be okay in ways that we weren't with GTA 5. And yeah, I'm thinking when you guys say repeat that, you're probably meaning the insane stats. Oh yeah, I went through the thing. That is the case. So let's just go remove all the negative people. Cool. There we go. Keep the chats clear, guys. I'm gonna read the stats one more time. For the total cash earned in GT Online, this is just Xbox, okay? 48. Oh my god. $48,032,402. That's repeat, well over $48 million in GT Online from 2016, 2015-ish. Because I wasn't making money those first couple of years, right? I was just blowing stuff up. But the first couple of years, when nothing was going on, after that, 2016 till probably the year before last year's when I stopped, over $48 million. That is my ballpark guesstimate. It says here, playing time in GT Online, 35 days. Here, let's really have you guys understand the psychopathy here, okay? I played, this is total time, okay? Just if you would play nonstop, okay, without sleeping, bathroom breaks, everything. That's what this time frame has to do with, okay? Story mode, it's 3 days, 17 hours, and 37 minutes, which is a considerable amount of time. It's well over 72 hours, I'd say. But online is 35 days. That is 810 plus hours, which is, what life did I have? You know what I mean? I didn't have a life with this game. And I know that PlayStation 5 is like 10 times this because I've seen the stats. The online, the playtime for PS5 is like 2,500 hours, which is insane. So we're not doing that series ever again. It's just, it's too much to replace, you know? When I gave up my secondary channel back in 2021, I threw away probably too many. We did car meets, we did crew runs, everything. Our streams were every day, and they were always about 12 hours long. You guys missed peak, okay? The era of YouTube. Let's see. LMAO, Skittles, and Rainbows. Diarrhea Simulator. That's a horror game I've heard. What? I don't think I've ever even seen a game like that. Frozen Dookie Eater is a diabolical name. What? Excuse me? Where was this? Oh, yeah, he got banned. Yeah, F him. Let's see. What the fuck? Let's see. I'm terrified of Angel. And says, y'all a bunch of haters. Put some respect on Diarrhea Simulator. Give me $1, I might. Let's see. Oh, my God. When one is homeless like me and Tibbz has been, it's a legit horror story. I think it may be stronger as a person personally. Indoor plumbing is a must, yo. Saying you gotta play a Roblox Diarrhea Simulator. I don't think I'm mentally ready for that. I have no words to say beyond that. I think I'm not mentally ready for that. You know what I mean? Thank you guys, by the way. Saying a positive chat, it helps me ignore stupidity. It helps me be positive. You guys are actually doing me a solid here by healthy distractions. I want you guys to understand that. Remember, this channel is only doing so well right now because you guys are helping create it. So I'm looking for my Red Dead stats. I think I go to official club and progress. It should be the same. Let's see how bad. Really? Wow. Maybe this has got to be only story mode, which is weird because I know I played it multiplayer on Xbox. 9% of the story, 1% of the 70 medals in story mode, or 1% of 70 gold medals in story missions. 22% of 100% completion. And I played for 4 solid days. Yeah, something feels off. I feel like there's not enough stats here. Maybe they're not including the online. Anyway, let's see. I have that early. I don't need the. Wow. The worst part is early in the morning when no place is open and they won't be open for another 4 hours. You gotta go, but no place nearby is open except for Circle K sometimes. Are we on the topic of doo-doo? I mean, Call of Duty. Whole new meaning, right? I've never really had that problem. I sleep. Well, there's 2 weeks where I was indefinitely homeless. There was ways for me to make it happen. Let me see here. I'm trying to see all the games that I have that I haven't played because I know there's a bunch. I don't know if you guys are gonna believe this, but I have a game called Xbox Fitness. It's no longer supported on any device, but it's not compatible at all either. It's because they stopped. It's from 2013. Experience the world's best workouts right in your home on Xbox Fitness. Train with Jillian Michaels, Tracy Anderson, Tony Horton of P90X, Sean T of Insanity, and more. Buy individual workouts. Get over 30 additional. I can't believe I had this. That was back in the day. That is insane. Yeah, we'll have to play all the good stuff. I can't believe I don't own Exodus anymore. How does that even happen? That is the one thing Xbox needs to do is stop taking my games away. Love the midnight games. Oh, yeah, those are the best kind. Let's see. Charmin Ultra Short. I don't know what that is. Oh, you know Sean T? I don't know who that is. It's on the workout thing. I think they stopped letting that be, like, it stopped working. Like, they stopped supporting it back in, like, 2017, 2018. But I don't know. But that was actually really cool to record all your workouts and everything. Because I used to be one of those kind of people where I like to really... I use my Xbox for not just for games. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Dance Dance Revolution will get your heart pumping. I don't even know if you can still do those. Like, I would love to bring back the older generations of gaming for YouTube. I would love to do that. I just don't know if I can. Because I don't know if half the stuff's even viable anymore. And I know that some of that stuff exists. Like, you cannot play, Guitar Hero, etc. on the current day Xbox. But you can play it if you have the older consoles. And that'd be kind of cool, Like, it's not the same as learning a guitar, obviously. I've always wanted to learn the guitar so I could learn the song Jumper by Third Eye Blind. But maybe someday, right? Let's see. Shart, it's diarrhea, LOL. Yeah, me either. Sad face, Guitar Hero tears. Hit me up if you want to bang. What in the hell is he asking? Anyway. Hey, D-Check, keep an eye on that one. That's all I can say. But yeah, so what else did I want to talk about? I don't know if I had any other topics at hand. Yeah, I just figured I'd do a short stream for you guys, let you guys know what's going on. Today was a really, really, really good day. I got some cool things I'm prepping for the channel. I'm excited for those things. I'm gonna make a little list here. I don't know how to do this, but I can add games to a group. So we'll create a new group. We'll call it 2 space PL 2 play, and then we'll do 2026, right? not 2036. Oh my god, I'll have so much time. We'll add Cyberpunk to it. These things will obviously include the DLC. We'll add, what was that one? I guess we'll add Halo to it. I don't see why not. There we go. GTA 5 story we'll add to it because we have to. If I don't, I'll be burning in hell, obviously. We should definitely add, I mean, it's not really a part of what's going on, but we should do LA Noire with GTA and Red Dead. Just because, like, come on, it's a great game too. We'll do Red Dead. We'll play things to do this year, you know what I mean? We'll add Resident Evil 5. Why not? Add Resident Evil 6. Winter will love that. If I can get the green screen, you guys can all meet Winter. But no promises. People tend to make it a little bit weird when I do that. Well, some people don't, actually. Winter shows up. Some everybody's in a great mood. It's all peaceful. Oh, if we do the Resident Evils, we got to do Revelations 1 and 2, actually. I don't know why. I almost forgot those. If Revelations 1 and 2, I think, takes place in between 2 and 3. Oh, my God, my throat. Let's see. Adding those. Okay. Silent Hill 2, that's a must. Add that to the list. Let's see. RE9 2, Code Veronica. Oh, yeah, Code Veronica, because I do own that. Well, I own Code Veronica X, and I think that's the same thing, just on a different level. You guys let me know, if anything. I got a RoboCop I got to do as well. Let's see. And then, I don't know why, but I don't own Alien Isolation anymore. It's another excuse. We'll have to buy it again. I bought that game 12 times, never played it or finished it once. The only time I played it was on PlayStation. I don't own it there either for some reason. I don't know what the hell that's about. But anyway, oh yeah, the Metro games. We'll add those for hilarity. Boom, and then we'll do boom. We have to do a buy list here apparently. Oh, someone had an amazing idea a while back for Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're gonna add that to the list for this year. Give something to do. Because I didn't finish Kingdom Come Deliverance and I'm hating myself for it. So, because it's a good game, like it really is. I'm not adding that GTA because it's already on the thing. We already have the Far Cry's. I don't want to add Far Cry 2 right now. I'll do it later, I suppose. Skyrim, we're gonna have to do Skyrim because I stalled too much on that. I don't know when Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out, but someday, right? Let's see. Hold on. Missing comments here. Good job, D-Chat. Keep bad guys away. Absolutely. RE9, Code Veronica, Tomb Raider. I don't have Tomb Raider on here, but I can go to. We're gonna go to the shop and I'm gonna make a buy list because I actually will have money. I saw a weird documentary about Garfield that makes weird, profound sense. Apparently, it's actually just a dark story about John struggling with esteem issues. Dude, that's what's up. Same thing. Garfield's projection his own despair and failure. Xbox tax taking our games. Yeah, I don't know why Xbox does that. Touch me in a deep way. Well, you know what? I think we all go through despair and deal with it differently. It's if you can get through it, you know. That's that's the struggle. They said the same thing about Winnie the Pooh. I think I heard that about Winnie the Pooh. Like it was Christopher Robin dealing with depression and loneliness. At least that's what I read somewhere. I don't know if it's a lonely kid talking to his stuffed animals. I guess if you think about the whole aspect of winter, you could almost see it, right? All right, so I do not know. Let's add Black Ops 1 and 2 for now. That way we can get those out of the way as well, because those are short games. A little something on the side to do in between stuff we want to. I'm really tempted to add the Arkham games, but I notice I'm not owning Arkham Knight anymore either. Like I was gone for like a month off this thing, and now I'm noticing I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Not a huge deal, but all right, we're gonna go to the store. We're gonna make a shopping list because you make lists in this thing. They made it so you can make lists now. Fallout 4 Ultimate Edition. We did do a Fallout 4 series, but I want to do one for PC, so yeah, we're gonna do that. In the case of Winter, well, I'm a believer in the paranormal when I see it. I'm pretty sure that so I might as well, before we go look at this shop thing on the store, I do want to bring up something. We do have a synthetic person that sits in on a lot of my streams, sometimes visible, sometimes not. Ghosts sometimes become a thing. So, if you guys like spooky shit, there's that. But anyway, we will cover that more in depth when it's absolutely necessary. But yeah, I live with ghosts. Anyway, so would you like to be notified about deals and specials? Yeah, of course I would. All right. I guess we'll do search, and then we're going to do... Yeah, I'm not doing Phasmophobia. Absolutely F you. A Saga bundle for Metro for $5.99. Wait. How much is Metro Exodus by itself? $4.49. I mean, is there a ultimate version or something? I feel like that is a terrible price tag. $5.99. Yeah, we'll do the gold edition. Wait, is there a higher version? Yeah. You get the whole saga for $5.99. Or the gold version for $5.99. But if you do the base game by itself, it's $4.49. So how much does the two other games cost? Like 50 cents? I'll never understand this life. All right, let's do... Dang nabbit. The controller does not like to cooperate sometimes. And I don't really know why. All right, we're going to add it to a wish list. Or... I guess you can't make lists. All right, we have Metro Exodus. We should do Alien Isolation now for October, primarily, right? I didn't see Outlast. What is this? What the fuck is the Outlast Trials? I'm sorry, guys. That slipped out. I just realized it's a new Outlast game, it looks like, and I'm not playing it. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Yeah, we're never doing that. You guys are just going to have to deal with the fact I'm not doing Outlast Trials. It's bad enough that there's 2 other games that before it that give me nightmares. So, like, yeah, Outlast, that's where I draw the line, guys. I draw the line. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing that. Those images were wow. I'm not doing that. That looks horrible. What in the unholy Jesus? All right. Oh wow, Alien Isolation is like never on sale anymore. Oh wait, Crew Expendable. I own that. How? What? I don't understand how I owned it, but they let me keep the DLC, but they took the base game away. Freaking Phil Spencer. All right. Let's see. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Ghostbusters reference. Oh, I love Ghostbusters. I liked the new one with Paul Rudd, even though it will never replace the original guys like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Hal Ramis, Sigourney Weaver. They are the OGs forever. I still think Paul Rudd did a good job though. Amnesia, the bunker language. Yeah, my apologies, guys. I saw that. I'm like, no, that's gonna result in an F bomb. Uh, I've never liked Outlast. Like I have to smoke weed in order to have the confidence to play it. Maybe you play Amnesia and see if it's bad. Okay, good. That Xbox unofficial sequel is something I still want to play someday. Oh yeah, let's go see how much Amnesia is going to cost because it used to be on Game Pass. I don't know if it's on Game Pass. Oh my god, Amnesia. It does not appear they're on Game Pass anymore. Oh, the collection of Amnesia. All right. The Amnesia Machine for Pigs, Amnesia Justine, Amnesia The Dark Descent. I guess the bunker is something else entirely. It's a special offer of $30 because apparently Xbox just likes me or something. It's like, hey Tibbz, I got something special for you. All right, we'll put it on the list. And then the bunker is there. I think we can do all this. I mean, we're not rushing it day to day, if nothing else. Oh, Rebirth. I guess Rebirth is his own game, too. All right. What was that? Hold on. Is there a Quiet Place game? I'm sorry, what? How did I miss? No. No. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is a single-player horror adventure game inspired by the critically acclaimed blockbuster movie franchise Survive in Silence. Okay. Unnerving atmosphere, untold story, uncanny ingenuity. Discover your own path to the world by observing your environment, leveraging tools in your surroundings. Wow, that is. I did not know they had that. Noise, bad, noise bring monster. I'm looking at the reviews here, getting a thing. Wait, they can hear you in the game? Wait, this is like Alien Isolation then, where if you make noise, the monster will hear you. That's gotta be horrible. That, okay. Maybe if I'm feeling like I want to punish myself, maybe. I'm not putting that on the list though. Let's see. That looked awful. Like I'm like, that is, I don't know about that one. Let's see. It uses your mic. It's obnoxious though. If you speak, it'll alert the enemies. Crash outs of that game are insane. The mic is super sensitive. Yeah, that sounds like I'm gonna die. Let's see. Groundhog Day is probably one of my favorite movies. It does have a premise. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about movie reviews too. I forgot about that. I got distracted. We got help for review one here. If you use a mic, you'll clap your cheeks, twin. Well, I'm probably gonna have to use a mic. In fact, D-Chat, you were there for the Alien Isolation attempted playthrough, weren't you? We named the alien Lenny, and then I insisted on abusing myself by turning on the microphone. And it was so terrible. I also had this thing. So I don't remember what it was. I guess it was a notification or something. Like we have super chats now. We didn't have it before. But I would love to have it so there's a notification. So if you'll donate, they can alert the monsters, like, and then I gotta run or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, right? Anyway, one of Bill Murray's best performances. The last movie I saw with him was Stripes, and that movie was good too. Let's see. I speak from experience. Also love Scrooge. Scrooge was a great movie. I've seen Scrooge in forever. I haven't seen Scrooge in forever either. So I think I have this set up. I will be figuring out games and the other consoles I'm looking to get at the beginning of the month, or maybe towards the first couple weeks of the month. Let me get a drink real quick. I started to talk about this earlier, but I got distracted. He's over here. Yeah, that would be the vibe. And that's actually what I'd be looking for in the vibe too. Because remember, just because there's a noise does not mean you'll die. If you're quick enough, the monster could lose you, and that would bring a new challenge to the aspect, I am getting healthier, all things considered. So I want to bring movie reviews to the channel. Like right now, I have a couple of ideas of what I could do, right? I think short videos would be the easiest and most effective way because I don't see myself using the short section very much, but I want to make use of it. So I thought to myself, what if we did like on the screen, it would be a picture and rotate with other pictures from the movie without going to spoilers, right? And I could talk about my thoughts of the movie, a scene that I liked or whatever, like a little mini review. I watched Anaconda. I'm gonna do a couple of mini pseudo reviews here. Okay, I watched Anaconda. I liked it. I think they did an interesting take with it, where they basically Anaconda 2025. It's Paul Rudd, Jack Black, Steven Zahn, Zahn. I don't know quite how to say this. Zahn, I don't know. Basically, they acquired the rights to Anaconda. It's not an actual sequel. It's not a reboot or a remake. It's kind of like a parody, I guess, / sequel, if that makes sense. I like what they did with the movie. Jack Black, for the first time in at least a few years, wasn't annoying. Jack Black has this notorious habit, especially over the last 2 years, of making a complete ass of himself and it coming off super cheesy. But this movie was different. They did something different with it, where they made him actually feel like a more semi-serious character, but in a way that wasn't totally taken seriously, In a way, it was like he wanted to be a director. Another guy wanted to be an actor. One guy wanted to be a cameraman, and they had another friend who wanted to do our own thing as well. And it made it feel appropriate. They wanted to go out and make a movie. And at the same time, there's these, I don't know, you want to call them twists in the story, little side things that add a little more pizzazz to it. And then you have this interesting equation that they're not aware of the giant monstrous animal that's out there eating people, right? And the movie did a good job of being a parody without actually being a parody. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is it feels like it's meant to be a parody movie. They acquired the rights to Anaconda to go and become Anaconda. And it really does do the movie justice in its own weird way. For the first time, I think ever, Jack Black isn't annoying, which really added a little bit more optimism to the movie as far as success, and I love that. and then I also watched Kraven the Hunter. I think Kraven the Hunter was really good. Despite the fact that it was also like, I also don't understand it at the same time. See, I liked Kraven the Hunter. It was every level of violent and aggressive that a movie like that should be if you're going to do it. What I don't understand is why they're turning all these villains into vigilantes and making them into good guys when they did this with Morbius. I guess if you watch Spider-Man, the cartoon from the 90s, yeah, that would make sense. Kraven is an a-hole. He's just not meant to be a vigilante good guy. And Aaron Taylor Johnson did a good job. Don't get me wrong. It's just that's not really the Kraven we've known. They took a different spin on it, I suppose. And I don't understand that because why is Kraven the Hunter? I mean, the villain of the movie. Spoiler alert. Okay, the villain of the movie is Rhino, and I guess that makes sense, right? But like. If you're gonna be Sony Pictures and you're gonna use all the Spider-Man villains, where the hell is Tobey Maguire during all this? So because he's the only Spider-Man I acknowledge. I'm sorry, I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire is the Spider-Man, and I'm just wondering, like, Kraven was good, but did it need to exist in the way that it was? I feel like they could have just put Kraven in a Spider-Man movie. And that would have been better in some capacity. It felt like a weird thing to do. Good movie. A weird concept, I suppose. I wouldn't say it was terrible. I do recommend it. It's if you want a unique spin on vigilante, used to be villain, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Wait for more Fortnite videos. I'm waiting for the seasons to get good. This last season sucked. And I don't know I don't know if we're still on that or not. Tell you what, I'll do some research tonight, and if it's a new season, I'll jump into it as soon as I can. My throat hurts. Not really, it's just... Yeah, it's reflux. But yeah, the last season didn't look that good. I played... The last one I did was with Uma Thurman and Michael J. Fox. I think we are on a new season now for Fortnite. And it just didn't really... It didn't scream, let's play this to me, I have not looked at the new season. I've not given it a chance yet, mostly because of all that's been going on. But I really do want to go in there at some point just to take a peek. So I might do it tonight just to see what's going on in there. Maybe I'll play a couple matches and see how it feels. And if it does, then I'll try to pinpoint how I can finish it all before the season's over. I mean, it'd be nice to lock all that stuff, right? Anaconda or Scary Movie. I am so hyped for Scary Movie 6. Oh, I'm also going to start going to the movie theater. This was decided. Well, Lady Friend decided. Lady Friend might know how to get Winter Bill watch the movies with us. So that would be awesome. But we're not sure yet because that is a complicated ordeal. I can explain why later. But I am going to go to the movies to watch Avengers Doomsday, and I am planning to go to the movies to watch Scary Movie 6. Those two, pretty much inevitable. So, I guess she's inviting me, so why not? But anyway, very hyped for Scary Movie 6. That I'm glad they brought back all the original cast of the first two movies, including the guy with the tiny hand. That was unexpected. I love that Ghostface, or Scary Movie's Ghostface, I guess. I'm glad he came back, too. That was kind of a nice spin on things. The mask looks a little weird. I wish they had used the same mask, because this new one, I don't know why, but it looks goofy for some reason. But anyway, let's see. Watch Be Kind Rewind if you ever can. It's got Jack Black. It's really good. It's kind of a hidden gem. I actually did see that like a few years ago, and that movie was wild. Basically, correct me if I'm wrong, because there's been a few movies under that title name, but the one I'm thinking of is where they ruined all the movies in the store, so they had to make their own. It was so funny. Like they did some truly. It was like basically they took all these major movie franchises and had to act them out themselves because they broke all the VHSs or something. It was such a goofy movie, man. Toby said, "Nah, yeah, I've gotten that vibe." I feel like Sony, when it comes to Spider-Man movies, has been dropping the ball for a variety of reasons. Because you have all these Spider-Man IPs. Like Venom is the exception to the rule. And the reason why is Venom had his own comic line. It was called Venom Lethal Protector. That would make sense. Morbius, Craven. I know there was another one at some point. I can't put my finger on it, but I know there was one more. They just don't feel like they belong. Like Morbius, unpopular opinion here. I liked Morbius. I mean, yeah, anything with Jared Leto tends to suck, okay? And there was points of it that were like, ugh, you know? But it wasn't a terrible movie. It was just like, it was like watching half the Spider-Man movies at this point. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like A-list either. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't like Far From Home. I thought it was cheesy crap. No Way Home was all right. I mean, it wasn't bad because OG Spider-Man came back, right? And it did kind of wrap it up. So that's why it's better than Far From Home. I thought the Amazing Spider-Man movies were a bit questionable because every movie somebody dies. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Andrew Garfield cannot take a break. I'm okay, I promise. But all these movies, they're not bad. They're just not great either. And I feel like people gave Morbius too much crap. It was actually not too bad. I mean, you're not going here expecting, you're not going to see Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet on the Titanic. My heart will go on, like you're not looking for that level of a movie. It's not Lord of the Rings where you have the Battle of the Five Armies and the One Ring versus Sauron. And those were movies. It's just, it's Marvel filler basically. You have to expect it to be that. And I feel like for the usual Marvel filler, Morbius was about the same as any MCU movie. I mean, there's a few MCU movies that stand out. Like Winter Soldier was amazing. For some reason, when they introduced Bucky Barnes and the Winter Soldier to the MCU, that was a game changer. For some reason, I don't really know why. It just felt different on every level. And then it kind of dipped for a bit again, But anyway, I think they should have given Morbius a little less hate. Let's see. You should probably take a break soon. Gargle with salt water. I'm thinking, I mean, this was supposed to be a short stream. It turned into an hour and a half. And I know that I'm not going to do more than 2 hours, right? So we're going to probably end it in a few minutes, but still. You should probably take a break so you let your throat rest. That's what I'm thinking too. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, though. I think this was a fun one. 21 likes, by the way. Holy moly. Let's get more of that. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, I don't know what we'll talk about, but I am going to look more about the Game Pass, get all the little details, find out Fortnite's still on there. I'm going to look at Fortnite, see what's going on with that. Maybe we could talk about that. I am going to look to other gaming news is going on. I do know that at some point, I want to talk about Steam Machine. I want to talk about Steam being on Xbox because that has been confirmed, it looks like. I do want to talk about the Bloodborne movie. So these might be next stream. You never know. And I also want to talk about some other things because I know there's a few of the games that I've been looking at, and I've heard there's some pretty good news out there. I also want to talk about the mouse PI for hire thing and potentially questioning IGN. And I also tomorrow for sure, because I'm trying to figure out topics, right? Tomorrow I definitely want to talk about Starfield on PS5 and that launch. Because I was gonna buy that, remember? And I didn't because I didn't have the option at the time. And apparently something crazy happened, which being Bethesda, we can all expect, but I think it's gonna be worth talking about tomorrow. So I'm going to call it for the night, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. More of this going forward, am I right? And I will see you guys on the next one. Good night, man. And I'll see you all later, guys. Peace out. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
sorrow, like there's no tomorrow, 'cause tonight might be your last. So stay up till sunrise, wipe the tears from your eyes, leave it in the past. The past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past. The past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past.
Breakdance and boogie, my love. This is 1971. I crave that brain and that flesh. Cups of tea and gums that bleed red. Say you wrap the plastic in white. Say you single all of my life. Blackest skin disfigure my crimes. Credit cards and losing my mind. Piece by piece they stitch me. Ain't no love, I'm still banging out Whitney. I can't cry for those who ain't with me. I can't praise the Lord, please forgive me. Pink like pussy, extra pushy. Hands up off me, she's so lovely. Fame and fortune, all those habits. Pink and white, them panties matching.
I want you to stay forever. 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 The past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past. The past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past.
Ring, ring, I'm tryna get my old thing back. But baby, I always wanna bring up shit from the past. Whoa, our options are limitless. Putting in effort for the effort is too effortless. Whoa, fuck, check, see the necklace. Gold hit her lips every time that I'm hitting it. I told her, baby, I'm sorry. But if you think we got problems, then baby, watch Mari. Yeah, that's why you gotta smell the roses. We parted ways like she cheated with Moses. That's fucked up, but a lot of things are. In Hollywood, but I never see stars. Do anything for you, that's love. Go anywhere for you, that's love. Might even kill for you, that's love. And if you're still tripping, that's drugs.
Just let go of sorrow, like there's no tomorrow, 'cause tonight might be your last. So stay up till sunrise, wipe the tears from your eyes, leave it in the past. The past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past. The past, the past, the past, the past. Leave it in the past.
Extra white, she's so extra white. My appetite, I lost appetite. It's paradise, we in paradise. So extra bright, it's so extra bright. So I break the beat and I scratch it. She beat like handsome, she beat like dancing. Straight to my mattress, I was on smashing, I was on average. She was cadaver. No free smoke when your bay is gone. Wild love when it's free and it does no harm. New phone, who's this? And my life's on charge. 2 shows, pay rent, get a girl, get a job. Belly of the beast when I walk in the streets. All I see is fake love and security. 2 months, 7 days, all when you first came. Walked in, off-white, all pink, okay.
The past, the